Hi everybody, it's Liz Shaw here from Shaw Lifestyle, helping you to make sure your nutrition, exercise and stress management are coming together to give you the Shaw lifestyle that you need and deserve. Topic of today's video is looking at mental health. Today is time to talk. You may have seen the hashtag around on social media, looking at how talking can help your mental health and at how we want to start talking about mental health to remove the stigma. This is something I feel really strongly about. We need to start addressing mental health. We all have mental health just as we all have physical health, but we seem less ready to talk about it. I think this is largely because when we talk about mental health, there tends to be an impression that we're talking about something negative, people who have mental health issues. Whereas when we talk about physical health, we may be talking about good or bad physical health. The same goes for your mental health. If you're in a good place right now, then you're in good mental health. If you're stressed or anxious or further down the line, maybe depressed, then your mental health is not in a good place. You need to help it along. All the way through life, though, we should be managing our mental health just as we're managing our physical health. And in fact, the strategies we want to put in place are along the same lines. So our nutrition and our exercise and our stress management will help both our physical and mental health. They're all branches of the same tree, so we want to work together to bring that overall good health. What we're talking about today, though, more specifically, is how talking can help you with this. Now, if we go back to primitive times and look at how we were evolved, how we were meant to be, we were very sociable creatures. We evolved as tribal people, so we were used to being in company, to socializing. We would be out hunting our lunch and picking apples from the tree and digging roots from the ground and talking to the people we were with. Of an evening, we'd be sitting around the fire talking to other people. This is how we were meant to be, and this is how our body expects to be. Whereas today, in today's society, we tend to be running around juggling one thing to another, permanently attached to some sort of technology, and often not socializing enough. The problem with this is that our body doesn't recognize that as the correct way to be. The body thinks, hang on, something is wrong here if we're too isolated. And this can, in fact, trigger the stress response. So we start, all of these symptoms of stress will start to come out just from the fact that we're not socializing enough. There is, in fact, there's been some research recently to suggest that being isolated can be as bad for your health as smoking. And also it's been compared to the effects of obesity. So it's massively important. And we have to be very aware of what today's society is doing in terms of this. So what we call social media is anything but social. When socializing or communicating consists of using our thumbs on messaging systems, we are not getting that connection that our body needs and that our health needs. So my challenge for you today is to take time to talk. So it may be that you feel you're in a good place at the moment, you're okay, in which case just take time to think of somebody who perhaps isn't. Maybe a colleague at work, maybe another mum in the school playground, or maybe an elderly relative or neighbour who would just appreciate a little bit of time from you, a little bit of chit-chat so they don't feel so isolated. Or if it's you that's feeling stressed, overwhelmed, then think who you might be able to call over for a cup of tea, a cup of coffee and have a chat just to make you feel a bit better, to lift you. You don't need to talk about what's on your mind. You may need to, you may want to, but it doesn't need to be that. It can just be a chat about the weather. It's the fact of that social connection, that sense of being with somebody communally and communicating, which will start to lift you and make you feel better. So, challenge for today, take time to talk. Meanwhile, if there's anything in this video that's of interest to you in terms of the stress management, nutrition, exercise, how these can help, do watch this space. Over the next few days, I'll be giving you some more details of my stress management programs and of a special offer that I have coming up. So do keep an eye out for that. Okay, enjoy your talk time today and keep working to that Shaw lifestyle. Bye-bye now.